Hey guys, this is going to Carry here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down the offers for January 5th. Okay, so the first one, we got the monthly pack here. This is going to show up every single month. You get to buy it one time. One of the best deals you can get, assuming you value shards. The earlier into your account, the better. You're going to evaluate shards significantly more rare when you first start your account. So how I evaluate the prices on these guys, I go ancient shards about $5, sacred shards are about $10, voids are about $3 a piece. Then we have the gems down here. Those guys are about a cent per, in my opinion, maybe a little bit more than that. So I would say about $8. And then over here, I go about like 50 cents a refresh. So that's about $4 right there. So if we add all that up, we got 10, 9, 5, 8. It's a little over $30. I would say this is a buy, in my opinion, based on if that's how I evaluate these. Some people go higher on these. That's where I like to evaluate this stuff. So if we're getting this kind of value, this would be a buy. In my personal situation, I don't really need shards too much because I essentially have all the characters. I could clear all the content. Maybe, as a content creator, buying stuff like this, usually I would do because, I'm trying to get the new characters. I want to show them off. But just from a pure value perspective, an account in my situation, I don't really see the need to buy shards at the moment. Maybe I will down the line. Next, we got the mini mix pack. This pack changes based on how much you're spending in the game. Like, you'll see this sometimes for $2.99 all the way up to, I've seen $9.99, I've seen $14.99. I would say this is decent evaluation. The things I care about, though, out of this is going to be the ancient shards. That's about $2. I like about $1 to $2 worth for an XP. Having these are really useful, especially if you're trying to, level up characters, obviously. But makes a big difference. These are some of the most valuable things you can get. So I really like those. They're about $1 to $2. Don't really value chickens. Don't value clan boss keys, especially when you start the 2-key Ultra Nightmare. Then we have, 50 cents per for the refreshes here. So and then also when it comes to ancient gems, or when it comes to the arena tokens, like the refreshes, I don't really value them too much unless there's an event going. But most of the time when it comes to arena events, I just clear them completely free to play. I don't actually go for refreshes on arena ones. Maybe some of the new events that actually are requiring it, but when I was mainly playing a lot, I never had a problem with arena style events. For me, this is something that if I'm really pinching for energy, then I'll probably buy it. I really start to appreciate having these saved because the XP things last about 99 days. So having them on here, having them in your mail is really nice, especially if you're trying to save them for when, let's say another fusion event comes through or a champion training event comes through that you're really trying to push for. That's why I do like this pack, but I only buy it sparingly. So this one, at first, I looked at it and it seems pretty solid. $35, we get 9 epic tomes, we get 4 legendaries, we get 1,000 energy. And then we get useless stuff here. Kind of useful over in the silver. Maybe about $1, $2 worth of silver over. How I evaluate books here is I go about $2.50 for epics. And then about $5 for legendaries. So we got $20 worth of legendary skill tomes. We got, what would be $20, $18, roughly for the epics. So already right there, we're in pretty good evaluation if you need the epic books with the legendaries. Because I feel like these epic books they're easy to get slept on. They're just as useful in a lot of case scenarios. There's a lot of really good epic characters, so I don't want to sleep on those too much. But then the legendary books are the thing most people are really crunching for. So I actually kind of like this pack, to be honest. I think it's pretty solid. Because just evaluating the books alone, at that evaluation, I think it's pretty solid. So I like this pack. And you buy it 3 times. Because whenever I see these packs and I think, okay, $35 for this pack, and then I look to buy it multiple times. It's like, oh, geez, that really adds up. But I would say this is a good pack. This pack, these are the kind of packs I don't like. I like to farm for energy, and I just like to farm through leveling up my characters. It really is not that bad, especially if, but this is coming from someone that I've a speed farm, speed farm nightmare. So I've been finding, this is the person I farm spider a lot. I farm nightmare campaign a lot with Ignatius. So the thing I care about is XP. I'm always fighting for XP because I want characters. I want to be able to level up all my characters because you're going to need a ton of characters for faction wars. That's where I'm at in the game. So I value a lot of XP more than I value silver per se. And then silver's kind of coming back as a crunch because of the Void Tower, but I'm not in like this crazy rush to finish it. It's still good content that I'm definitely working on, but the thing I care about is rounding out my roster for Faction Wars. So experience is a big thing. So when it comes to this pack here, I just can't justify $50 for this guy, even if the evaluations match up. I think you're going to get so much more if you just take your time on this, because there's no way to farm really the shards. And so those evaluations are better, even if we do the math and find that, okay, chickens are worth this much, rank 4 chickens are worth this much. I just don't think it's worth it. I would pass. I would just farm the characters slowly, or farm the experience slowly, because you're going to get so many benefits if you really start to add up just how much silver you're going to be gaining, how much silver potentially, how many ways you can double dip getting experience through, like, let's say farming your masteries, or farming other gear, or farming for other events going on currently. So even it makes it more and more harder for me to justify buying stuff like this. The big thing though is you just got to delay gratification. So if you're willing to spend, go for it, but I don't think this pack is going to be worth doing. I would definitely, if you're looking to whale on shards in this case scenario, and then just slow farm this stuff, or even legendary books, that'd be better than this, in my opinion. And so we got the Divine Critical set yesterday. We had the, what was it, Divine? Okay, the Divine Critical set today, $20, 5-star gear. I just can't justify. There's very few sets I would ever justify buying. Speed being one, then a couple others, but I would say the minimum I would even consider is 6-star epic gear, at least. Just the benefits you get when you actually do get a roll and then it rolls well is so much bigger than these 5-star pieces of gear that I just can't justify that. Especially something like Divine Crit Rate set that's easily farmable. The Divine Crit Rate set is not this crazy good set. It's just a little bit better than Crit set, which is really not evaluated that highly in my opinion. So that's going to be it for offer review. Also, the emulator I've been using is LD Player, so if you're looking for an emulator, be sure to check that out. We also have an active Discord if you want to join. I've been really building that up, and you guys have a good one. Peace.